Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dia here, and today I'm going to be unboxing, reviewing, and coloring with a brand new art supply. So this video is actually sponsored by this brand, and do you guys have any guesses as to who it is? If you guessed Hotu, then you were right. I reached out to Hotu proposing a collaboration, asking if they could send me any of their products, and they sent me their 72 count acrylic marker set, and that's what I'm going to be reviewing in this video. So I'm really excited to try these out, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. I'm starting off by opening up the package that they sent me, and here's what the packaging looks like. Like I said, there's 72 colors in the set, but what's actually unique about the set is that there's only 36 markers. Yeah, you didn't mishear me. There are definitely 72 colors in the set, but there's actually only 36 markers, and there are 2 different colors in one single marker. Isn't that so cool? This makes it way easier to store and way more compact, so if you're traveling, you can still have the full color range, but it will be compact and nice and easy to carry. Here's what the box looks like. The bag has a few instructions on how to use and color with the markers, and I love the design on the front, and I love how simple but effective it is. Now I'm going to start by taking the plastic off, and we're going to be taking a look at the actual markers. By the way, I didn't mention this, but these markers are actually brush tip markers, which is really nice because they're my favorite type of tip to use. And here are what the markers look like. These come in 2 different sheets, 18 markers in each one because there are 36 total markers, and it comes with 2 swatch cards, 1 white and 1 black, and it also comes with a little contact card from Hotu so you can contact them if you have any problems with their product. I'm really glad this set came with a swatch card because a lot of products don't come with swatch cards, and I think it's really necessary to have a swatch card for an art supply that has numerous colors, because a lot of the times the cap doesn't match with the actual color on the inside, so it's really helpful to have a chart that lets you know what the actual color is so you don't mess up when looking for the exact color you need. Like I said before, there are 2 trays in this set, and each one has 18 colors, and just by looking at it, I can tell that an artist definitely picked out these colors because they added a little bit of everything, and I love how there's reds, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purples, and a really good variety of stickers. I did have a little bit of trouble getting the markers out, but once I got the hang of it, it was pretty easy. Here's a close-up of what the marker looks like. Like I said, each side is a brush tip, and it isn't very obvious in this specific marker, but both of them have different colors. In this marker that I picked, they're both really similar colors, so you can't really tell. But after this, I will show another marker that makes it more prominent to see what the 2 different colors actually are. And I also did struggle with getting this marker out, but here's what the 2 different colors look like. As you can see, this side is darker than the other side, and they're 2 completely different colors. So I think that's really cool and unique how there's 2 different colors in one singular marker. Now I'm going to get started with swatching. So I'm going to start with the white swatch card, and I'm just going to go through every color and swatch how each color looks like. So this swatch sheet is printed pretty differently. There's 1 capsule, and there's 2 different colors that you swatch, but that's really only 1 marker, since like I said, there's 2 colors in 1 marker. So like I showed here, there's the same marker but 2 different colors, and that's how the swatch sheet is laid out. Each marker has a number and a color name that corresponds to the color. Right off the bat, you can see how vibrant and pigmented these markers are. They have such good vibrancy, and I just love their coverage and how easy it was to get and cover the whole entire white space just in one coat. Even with this lighter color, it was really good, and it had a really good coverage, and it was really satisfying to use because of how juicy the marker was and how much ink there was inside of the actual marker. Now I'm going to move on to the next two colors, and like I said before, these work so well from the first glance, and they just have such good pigment, and I can just tell these will be so much fun to use when I'm making the actual drawing. Now I'm just going to finish swatching the whole entire swatch card, so enjoy the process. Now the swatching process is coming to an end, and I just want to show you guys how shiny these metallic colors are. They both have silver glitter in them, but it makes them so shiny and so metallic, and I really like those markers. Now I'm just finishing up the swatch card, and now I'm going to be moving on to the black one, which is one I'm actually really excited about, so I can really test how their pigmentation is. And when I tell you I was shocked by the pigment, I am not lying. Like, can you see how pigmented this is? This is on pure black paper, and you can tell by all of the swatches that they're so pigmented, and they have such good color variety. Here are what both of the swatch cards look like together. I'm overall so happy with the results of these swatch cards, and I'm so excited to get started with the drawing. Here I have my Arctic sketchbook, which I'm pretty much halfway through, and I'm actually going to be making 2 drawings in this drawing. But before I get to that, I'm going to be making a mini little drawing to kind of get used to using the markers, and I'm going to be testing their blending. So I decided to make a little sunset scenery type of drawing, and I'm just trying to blend them out, and I used my finger to blend out some similar colors, and I used 3 different shades of pink, 1 orange, and 1 yellow. And as you can see just by this footage, they blend so well. Like, you can see how seamlessly they move together. Even if it took a few tries, it's really impressive to get an orange and a pink and an orange and a yellow to blend so smoothly. And the reason I like brush tips is because you can get really fine details, but you can also fill up big spaces really fast, and I was able to do that for the sticks and the background. And here's how the finished little sketch turned out. I really like how it turned out, and I'm really excited to use these markers. So far they seem so good. I did the sketch off camera, but here's what it looks like. Like I said before, I'm going to be doing 2 drawings in this video, which is more than I'm usually done, which is why this video is a little bit longer compared to my other videos. But I hope you guys watch until the end, because it really is a fun video, and you probably want to see how good these markers work. made a few more doodles off camera, and here's how they look. As you can see, their pigmentation is just so good. I know I said this multiple times, but it's just like wonderful, and I can't get over how well they work. So now we're going to be getting into the actual coloring process. I started off by lightening my sketch with the kneaded eraser, which, if you didn't know, is this type of putty that helps you lighten your drawings before you go into color so that the pencil lines don't show through in your final result. Right off the bat, you can see how well these markers layered on top of each other. Even though it did take a few coats to get a smooth finish, you could really get a good coverage with just one coat, but since I wanted it to be super vibrant, I did do multiple coats, but that's really optional. I blended these using my finger, but you could also use a paintbrush or other tools that would help you not get that much paint on your finger. I used 2 different colors for the skin, and I just used my finger, like I said before, to blend them out and blend them together. And this is one of my first times trying to blend with acrylic markers. I did do it in like my few previous videos, but I've never really gotten good at it. But thanks to these acrylic markers, I was able to get such a good finish, and they blended seamlessly. It's so crazy. Like from here, they literally look like alcohol markers or acrylic paint, and that's just so cool. My battery did run out, so some of my footage did get lost, but here's what it looks like so far. I'm just coloring in the TU at the top, and I decided to go with purple and pink hair for that one because I just wanted to do a fun color instead of a normal like brown or black. So I really like how that one looks so far, and I really love how it turned out in the end result. Now I'm starting off with the second drawing on the left, and this is a drawing of a girl wearing like a bow, hairband, and she has braids. I did speed up this footage a little bit because it does take a while to edit into small clips like the one before, so I did just speed this one up to make it a little bit easier for me, but so you could also see the full process I used without any cuts in between, in case you're wondering how I made the other drawing. Now I'm going to talk a bit more about these markers. Like I said before, they blend really, really well, and they have a really good pigmentation, and I really don't have any complaints about them. I really do recommend you get them if you're looking for really good quality acrylic markers, and you can find them on their website, and you can also find them on Amazon depending on which one you prefer. Once again, I like to thank Hotu for sending me their products. I'm really, really grateful for anyone who sponsored me in their video because not many people would like to sponsor me, but to the people who do, I'm really, really grateful, and I truly love your art supplies, Hotu, and I hope that we can collaborate in the future. Also, I just want to let you guys know that Hotu has such a wonderful team. They contacted me back in less than 24 hours every time I emailed them, and they were so nice to me, and they gave me everything I needed to make this video. If you're a channel with a high subscriber count, or just anywhere ranging from 1K to 100K, I think you should email Hotu and ask them to sponsor you, because I think they'd really like you to sponsor them, and you'd also love their products because they have such good products. And I really think these acrylic markers are so underrated because I haven't seen many videos about Hotu's acrylic markers, and I've only seen ones about their alcohol markers, but I really do think these are definitely slept on, and you should definitely get them if you're looking for acrylic markers. I know I say this in pretty much every video I review acrylic markers, but these have to be the best ones I've tried out so far. They just have nothing bad about them to say, and they're just so good. Like, I really don't have anything bad to say about them. Even though this is a sponsor, I've been trying to give my honest opinion, and I'm not just saying this because they sponsored me, but these markers truly are amazing. Now I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the drawing and listen to a little bit of music. Hey guys, quick interruption. I wanted to let you guys know that if you use code DIA, which is on the screen, you can get 10% off on any product on Hotu's website. Anyone who buys something and uses code DIA gives me 15% commission off of their purchase. So if you were looking to buy something off of Hotu's website, then make sure to use this code to support me. Also, if you watched this far into this video without skipping or fast forwarding, which I mean 17 minutes and 30 seconds, then thank you so much, and if you want to let me know, then comment this emoji down below. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the video. Now I'm finishing up with this drawing and I'm just coloring the HO at the top. And if you didn't know, I wrote hotu acrylic markers at the top since I made this drawing with only hotu acrylic markers. And yeah. Here is how the two drawings look without line art, and I'm going to do a quick transition for line art because I don't want to bore you guys with just outlining. So I'm going to show you guys the final result really soon. I used a 0.7 nib to fine line, and here is how the final result turned out. I added some stars in the background and I added a thick black outline around both drawings. I think I love how these markers turned out, and here's a quick lighting change as it was a little dark in the previous clip. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And once again, I'd really love to thank so much because their products were so good and I love them for sending them to me. They have such a wonderful team, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!